Hi, Sam Spernat here for TheInformer. Today on Property Matters, we're going to be talking about one of the most commonly asked questions I get, and it is, do I buy before I sell? Do I sell before I buy? And it's one of those topics that I think you can kind of sit on either side of the fence and kind of have an opinion each way, but I'm just going to give you some of my opinions. Shock and horror, I know I have opinions on this. So what I always say to my clients is, when they come to me and they say, oh look, we're thinking of buying before we're selling, or even if they come and say we're thinking of selling before we're buying, what's the best way to do this? Now, I am always a proponent for sell before you buy, for a couple of reasons. One, you know what your budget is because you've already sold your other home. Two, it also gives you some freedom. You're not working to a necessary time frame. Yes, you may want to not have to rent in the interim, but at least you know your property's sold and you can now go out into the marketplace and try and buy. One of the big concerns I have when people are trying to buy before they sell is there's a little bit of guessing work involved. Well, I expect my home to sell for this much. I expect it to take this long, therefore this is what I'm looking at as a purchase price or a budget. Now that's great, but as we've just come out of a COVID type economy, we've all just seen things can change like that. And you've got to be very, very conscious of changing markets, changing situations, and a changing economy. So that's one of the main reasons I do encourage our clients to sell before they buy. Also, if you've already bought something and you are having a bit of trouble selling your home, it can put you under a lot of undue pressure, and you may actually end up taking a price that you're not completely happy with, but you're almost forced to take due to your circumstances. So really it's about not putting your head over the barrel too much and not trying, I suppose, to guess what's going to occur in the future. Work with what you know, not what you hope, is one of the rules I always say to my clients. Secondly, one of the other topics is, well, hang on, I might keep my home as an investment. I might flip it into it being an investment, as they say. Now that's great, but once again, not all homes make good investments, not all properties are suitable as investments. So really you've got to look at what you're trying to achieve out of this. Does selling it actually free up more money for you to buy a better home? If you're selling your home, one of the advantages is you don't pay tax on your principal place of residency, whereas you do pay capital gains tax on investments. So if you've had a property that's grown phenomenally, yes, that pre-investment stage is quarantined, but you still pay tax in the future on the sale price. So you've just got to really work, and this is why I always say to my clients, and in the previous episodes you've seen, talk to your accountant, talk to your financial planner, talk to your lawyer, and talk to your finance broker. Make sure your team are actually aware of what you're doing, what you want to do, and what your goals are. And this way, when you come to decide whether you should buy before you sell or sell before you buy, you're actually going into it fully armed with all the knowledge, all the understanding, and you're ready to go from day one. And this means that if something comes along, you're not having to quickly panic and make rash decisions and try and get things done quicker than you should. Because when you rush things, that's when you make mistakes. And when you make mistakes in property, they're very, very costly. So really, what people should take away from this is just stop and think. Think before you do things, and think before you either buy something or sell something, because make sure you're making the right decision, not just for today, but for tomorrow, because tomorrow could be a very expensive mistake. I'm Sam Spernat for TheInformer. This has been another installment of Property Matters. Buy before you sell, or sell before you buy. Thank you.